Ce n'est pas Paul. It's not Paul. Bonjour à tous, j'espère que vous allez bien. In this video, we are going to learn how to introduce things and people around us. So let's start. C'est means it is and he is. The plural of c'est is ce sont. Many things can follow c'est or ce sont. For example, a proper noun, an article and a noun, a possessive adjective and a noun, an adjective, and many other things. So let's see some examples. C'est Paul. It is Paul. C'est un chien. It's a dog. Ce sont mes frères. It's my brothers. C'est petit. It's small. In the spoken language, you can hear people use c'est instead of ce sont. It is not grammatically correct, but for informal situations, it is fine to do that. For example, instead of ce sont mes frères, you can hear people say c'est mes frères. In the negation, c'est becomes ce n'est pas and ce sont becomes ce ne sont pas. Ce n'est pas Paul. It's not Paul. Ce n'est pas un chien. It's not a dog. Ce ne sont pas mes frères. It's not my brothers. Ce n'est pas petit. It's not small. Of course, other negative words than pas can be used, like plus or jamais, for example. Remember that indefinite articles un, une, and des, and the partitive articles du, de la, de l'apostrophe and des, they stay in negative sentences when the verb être, to be, is used. This is why I said ce n'est pas un chien, it's not a dog, and not ce n'est pas deux chiens. As I said, we can use other negative words than pas, like ce n'est plus mon ami, he is no longer my friend. Ce n'est jamais bon, it's never good. Voilà and voici mean there is, here is, or here are. In the formal language, voici is used to refer to things or people close to you. Voilà is used to refer to things or people far from you. But in the spoken language, we rarely use voici. This means that voilà is used for both things or people close to you or far from you. Of course, even in the spoken language, it is not wrong to use both voici and voilà. It's just a preference among most French speakers to only use voilà. Remember that voici and voilà are used to introduce something or someone in movement. So if the thing or the person is not moving, we can't use voici and voilà. Let's look at some examples. Voici votre pizza. Here is your pizza. Here, imagine you are at the restaurant and the waiter is bringing your pizza to the table, and as he puts the pizza in front of you, he says, voici votre pizza. Of course, the pizza itself can't move, but the movement is given by the waiter. Or, voilà le chat. There is the cat. Imagine the cat is entering the room and you say, voilà le chat. The cat is moving. Il y a means there is or they are. It is used to introduce the existence or the presence of something or someone. Here, very important, we use il y a when the thing or the person is not in movement. So let's see some examples. Au parc, il y a des fleurs. At the park, there are flowers. In this sentence, the flowers are not in movement. We are simply mentioning the presence of flowers in the park. Or, il y a un chat dehors. There is a cat outside. Of course, the cat can move, but here we are simply mentioning the presence of a cat outside. We could imagine that cat sitting outside. In the negation, il y a becomes il n'y a pas. And remember that the indefinite articles un, une, des, and the partitive articles du, de la, de l'apostrophe and des are changed to de or the apostrophe in negative sentences after pas, plus, and jamais. So, for example, I will say, au parc, il n'y a pas de fleurs. At the park, there are no flowers. Il n'y a pas de chat dehors. There is no cat outside. Or, il n'y a plus d'eau. There is no longer any water. That's it for the different ways to introduce people or things around us. I hope you have enjoyed this lesson. À bientôt!